Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, the NAA changes management at the top. The FAA holds tight on its Santa Monica Airport ruling. EASA proposes strengthened medical requirements for pilots. I'm Bree Cross. It's August 18th, 2016, and this is Airborne Unlimited. We start our program today with the news that the Board of Directors of the National Aeronautic Association has approved the nomination of Greg Principato to become the association's president and CEO. Principato has served in numerous executive positions within the aviation and aerospace industry, including President and CEO of the National Association of State Aviation Officials, President and CEO of Airports Council International, and Executive Director of the National Commission to ensure a strong competitive airline industry. Principato, who will begin work on October 20th of this year, will be the 32nd Chief Executive of the 110-year-old organization. He will replace Jonathan Gaffney, who has served as President and CEO since 2007. Principato said in a press release, quote, "The National Aeronautic Association has always played an important role in telling the amazing story of aviation and in showing the way to even greater achievement. It is truly an honor to be selected to lead this important organization." The battle over whether or not the airport in Santa Monica, California remains open has been going on for a few years now. Here's the latest news, but before we get to that, let's review the basics. The city management and numerous residents want the airport closed. Numerous airport users and businesses on airports don't want it to close. The FAA says that because federal money has been used at the airport must remain open to comply with federal assurance requirements. Those that want the airport closed have been contesting the FAA's opinion. Now, today's news is that the FAA issued a ruling on Monday that reiterates its position on the Santa Monica Airport, which is that the city must keep the airport open through at least 2023. The Santa Monica Daily Press reports that the FAA based its decision in part on a 2003 grant award of approximately $250,000. The agency is standing firm on its assessment that the agreement lasts for the life of any facility built with the grant money or for 20 years. So when you add 20 years to the year 2003, you get the FAA's date of 2023. After the break, EASA issues an opinion on pilot medical requirements.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Redbird is quickly becoming the industry standard for flight training. Since Redbird introduced its revolutionary FMX in 2007, colleges, universities, and flight training operations around the world have integrated Redbird products into their curriculum. It's time to discover what Redbird can do for you. Join the migration.
Welcome back. If you have a story suggestion for Airborne Unlimited, Aero-TV, our website or podcast, just email to news-spy@aero-news.net. The European Aviation Safety Agency has published a set of proposals to the European Commission for an update of the rules concerning pilots' medical fitness. This is part of the EASA Action Plan following the Germanwings Flight 9525 accident that involved the co-pilot deliberately crashing the airplane. Released in a document known as an opinion, these proposals include, along with other things, the strengthening of the initial and recurrent medical examination of pilots, increasing the quality of aeromedical examinations, and preventing fraud attempts. The proposal itself is definitive in each of these areas. The EASA opinion will serve as the basis for a legislative proposal by the European Commission towards the end of the year. To support the implementation of the new rules, EASA has prepared draft guidance material annexed to the opinion. It's Thursday, which means that it's time for an Aero Community Update, highlighting news and information about the incredible people and organizations that populate the Airborne Partnership Initiative behind Airborne Unlimited. ANN has some huge news for today and for 2017. We are proud to say that the Association for Unmanned Vehicle Systems International, otherwise known as AUVSI, has joined with us to be part of our Airborne Partnership Initiative. AUVSI is the organization that represents all facets involved with unmanned aerial vehicles and other drone-type devices. Over the coming months, we'll be giving you more information about this fascinating organization, but now let's get to how this factors into the year 2017. Through our Airborne Partnership Initiative, we are joining with AUVSI to present an exciting preview of products for their annual conference and exhibition to be held in Dallas, Texas in May of 2017. This event has rebranded as XPONENTIAL. We are already calling our innovation preview the Exponential Innovation Preview, or XIP, which will present the most disruptive innovations in the unmanned vehicle universe. The unmanned vehicle revolution is moving forward at lightning speed, and the place to learn about all of it is at XPONENTIAL. You'll learn how people like you are using the systems, the challenges they still face, and the technological innovations they're working on. Stay tuned to Aero-News and Airborne Unlimited for more updates about XPONENTIAL and our partnership with AUVSI. After these messages, Spaceport America is in the event business.
Concorde's recombinant gas RG series sealed battery technology produces a high-performance battery with the advantages of being pre-tested and fully charged at the factory. Find out more about Concorde's entire line of batteries at www.concordebattery.com. Concorde, the heart of your aircraft.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip. With integral backup battery, safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.
Welcome back. With so much news coming out of the aviation industry, we're summarizing some other interesting stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. Spaceport America in southern New Mexico has announced the introduction of 5 annual Spaceport America branded signature events. It's expected these recurring annual events will bring thousands of visitors to New Mexico and benefit tourism and local economies. Florida's DeLand Airport Sport Aviation Village has come to life, and the airport administration is now planning for DeLand's first ever Sport Aviation Showcase set for November 3rd through the 5th. The preview showcase hopes to familiarize people with DeLand Airport and sport aviation. Visitors to this year's annual Chicago Air and Water Show will have the chance to explore the universe with NASA. From August 17th through the 21st, the agency will host a range of activities and demonstrations in Chicago in conjunction with the Air and Water Show. Learjet operator Northern Jet Management has reportedly set a world speed record from Grand Rapids, Michigan to Naples, Florida in a Bombardier Learjet 45XR aircraft. The speed over the recognized course was approximately 428 knots. The record has been recognized by the NAA. Bristow helicopter supported rescue efforts for Louisiana residents affected by flooding around Livingston and East Baton Rouge on August 14th and 15th. They flew several missions utilizing a Leonardo SAR AW-139, a Sikorsky S-76C++, and a Bell 407 aircraft. Well, that's the trip around the patch. Now let's move on to the rest of the news. Last year, Army Captain James Ahn lost his life in a parachuting accident, and it's now reported that an unstitched metal ring intended to guide cords in a reserve parachute is what likely led to his death. In a report by the Kansas City Star newspaper, they said that when the MC-4 parachute is manufactured, the rings are hot glued into place to assure proper stitching. The chute used by Ahn was never stitched. The Army suspended the use of MC-4 parachutes after the accident and inspected its entire inventory, but none of the other parachutes were found to have the defect. The 409-page report indicated that the defect had gone undetected for 4 years since the parachute's manufacture, and it went unnoticed by at least 22 Army riggers and 6 professional inspectors. Well, that's our program for today. Remember that Airborne Unlimited is streamed daily Monday through Friday with additional breaking news bulletins for important stories that fall outside of our normal deadlines. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe and check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Get comprehensive real-time 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at aero-news.net. We'll see you tomorrow.